Don't you see me right now, baby girl? I'm on the grind. I ain't really got no time to waste time. Baby, I'ma shine.
All right, welcome back. Let's help you grow now, because I'm here to help you grow now. I'm going to be doing reacting to Russ. 100K won't make you a superstar. Russ on why most artists still fail.
Would have if that's all it took was 100 grand.
Yeah, if you had exactly, that's the formula. If you're a new artist, a lot of people get it twisted where they say, "Oh man, if I can just get this music to Russ, and he's gonna love it, my life is gonna change."
Just like, then what? Like, what would I do for you?
What are you gonna do? Yeah,
it's like I can't make people like your shit,
or you can't make them like they still got to do the work.
Yeah, I can give you 100 grand.
Yeah,
right
what
now.
do you do with that?
You don't even know what to do with it.
Right.
And it's also like 100 grand.
I'm sorry, Russ, but shit, I know exactly what to do with it. And it's not going into Gucci and buying hella clothes and just spending it on BS. I mean, of course, I ain't gonna lie. I'm probably gonna take like 5K of that, might spend it on BS. But I'm saying, like, overall, like, no, nigga, I know exactly what to do with it, nigga. I'm putting investing the majority of it in myself, you know, stocks. I'm just gonna be smart with it. That's just basically it. So you give me 100K, nigga, we lit. F you me, nigga. I ain't none of these other artists. Like, nah. Now, if you would have caught me a couple of years ago, then yeah, I ain't gonna know what to do with it. But I know you're not talking to me. You're talking to everybody else. So let's just continue.
It's not gonna make you be a superstar. You know how many superstars we would have if that's all it took was 100 grand?
Yeah, if you had exactly, that's the formula.
Now that is a fact. See, and I remember having this, you know, little debate or whatever the case may be with someone. You know, I'll be having the debates a lot, but specifically on this part. Because someone was like, oh, all it takes is money. And this artist had a lot of money invested in them. And that's why they're at the place they're at. Now, don't get me wrong. Yeah, if you have some money to invest, yeah, that can start everything off, of course. You know what I'm saying? But far as you making a hit song, far as people actually liking your music, supporting you, fuck no. Because if that was the case, like Russ just said, if that was the case, record labels themselves wouldn't need just a Drake to survive off of. Like, what are you talking about? Think about it. If it was that easy, all you got to do is just invest money into the artist, and then boom, voila, the artist is recouping, making all this money for us. It wouldn't be no artist that's on a label. Go to any known major label that you know of. Go to their website right now. Check out all the artists that they have on their roster. You don't know who they are. Okay? You as an independent artist that's watching this right now, you can be bigger than the artist that's on there. Literally. So serious. So if all it took was 100K for you to be a superstar, meaning on a Playboy Carti level, on a Drake level, on a Kendrick level, on a J. Cole level, just on any of these artists, you know, that's popular level, if 100K all it took, nigga, everybody would be a superstar. That's facts. Like, you wouldn't need, like, what the fuck? Like, what the hell? Like, nigga, no. It just doesn't take money. Yeah, that could help. So I ain't gonna sit up here and be like, nah, that ain't gonna help or anything. It wouldn't help, but it will only help if people rocking with you and the shit is working. Like, that's it. Like, but if somebody just give you 100K, that's not a guaranteed music career on a professional stance. If that's what you're thinking.
You know what I mean? Like,
okay. But let's say that though. Okay, but let's just, for argument's sake, brand new artist, or even 10 grand or 1K. How do they put that money to work? Because I know back then, you and Bugas, you guys spent 5K to build up the studio. Yeah. Right? Yeah. And an amazing thing that you talk about.
Yep, that was like 2,500. Yeah.
What's that?
It was like 2,500.
It was like 2,500?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. Right. And it was a simple setup, just to record.
Yeah.
But you own the means of operation.
Right. That's mandatory. Right. If you're an artist and you don't have the studio in the house, you are bullshitting. Straight up. Straight up. Like, what? You can't even get in as many reps as I can. Yeah. You know?
That's a fact. Because I think about it now, but I mean, I needed that experience, but I think about it where I used to go to the studio as a teenager, my whole teenage years. I used to go to the studio a lot, bro. It used to take a lot. It was like $50 an hour. Should I remember when I used to go online? It's so crazy, but I used to go online, search up studio time, studios in Atlanta, whatever, how they was charging $200 an hour, $600 an hour, $1,000 an hour, or whatever the case may be. Now, don't get me wrong, going to the studio, it was fun as hell. It was a great experience. I feel like you still should experience that, but experiencing it on a consistent level. I know one of my, music friends or whatever the case may be, they're talking about every song they literally recorded, they always go to the studio. Right? Now, mind you, it's not a bad thing to go to the studio, bro. It's not. Because like I said, it's fun. And you for sure know that shit is going to get done. You know what I'm saying? You know, stuff is going to, you feel me? Like, you just know everything's going to be right. But my nigga, you know how much money you're fucking wasting? Because think about it like this. What you need for work needs to be immediate. Like, this is how you eat. You feel me? Like, I got a whole microphone in front of me, pause. Like, as you can see, I got a whole fucking microphone in front of me, bro. This is just me investing into myself. This is just me, whatever. Now, of course, I can go rent out a studio and record this type of stuff in, but for what? Like, just build your stuff. Like, if you don't got a studio, bro, in your house, bro, wherever you stay or whatever the case may be, you're tripping. Okay, you don't know how to mix and master. Okay, cool. You can sing your song off to get mixed and mastered, or you could pull up YouTube and learn how to mix and master yourself. It's literally that simple. But you need to have your bread and butter right there with you instead of, because mind you, you might end up losing your job or something. Now you can't pay for studio times. Now you can't record. Yeah, you can pull up your phone and record with your phone, but the shit is not going to be as professional. You feel me? It's not whatever. Now, I'm not saying you can't get a hit song off of that, because you definitely can. Don't let them lie to you about that either. But it's just best to have your own stuff, bro. And if you still want to go to the studio, you still can go to the studio, but at least you know you got a home studio where you don't gotta, you feel me? But that's another thing too, like what he said, you can't put more reps in. Like, I can record at any time, literally. I can record at any time. I don't gotta wait on nobody. I don't gotta do, I can just record.
You don't need a crazy expensive, you don't even need that setup, you know? Like,
what does an artist need to?
You need a mic, your fucking laptop. You don't even need speakers, dog. Like, when I record in hotel rooms, I don't even use speakers. I don't have a mic stand. I hold the mic. I got the audio interface, and I got my laptop. That's it. I mean, ain't nobody take my baby like that. Platinum.
Crazy.
In a hotel room in Toronto.
I love your affinity for Toronto, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
It's a good city.
Yeah, man. I mean, you work with a lot of people from Toronto, from, you know, Aaron Paris.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
He just scored the trailer.
Oh, of course he did.
Yeah.
Shout out Aaron Paris,
genius,
man. He's a genius.
Yeah.
Strings from Paris.
Yeah.
Fire. Did you have him on tour?
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's great. I remember seeing him on Instagram when he had like 10,000 followers.
That's how I found him.
Doing the videos.
Nutcase in his room.
Yeah.
Every instrument.
Playing every instrument.
Like, oh, you're an alien. Where are you at?
Yeah. And then I know, you know, Boy Wonder. Of
course.
Jesse.
Yeah.
I mean, you had Justin Mazuka on Santiago.
I love Justin Mazuka.
Yeah, he's dope. I just had coffee with his brother like 2 months ago.
George. Yeah, that's cool, man.
Yeah.
Justin's crazy talented. But yeah, bro, it's like, you got to have the studio in the house. At least you got to have some setup. It can be janky, but you got to be able to get the reps in.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
There's no way around that.
Now, if somebody does have a budget of, let's say, $10,000, what do we? So obviously, own the means of the operation for the studio. What are
10 grand. We're gonna assume like you have other ways to pay your bills outside of this 10 grand.
Yes.
Because for some people, it's like, dog, put that 10 grand toward your life.
Yes.
So you have peace of mind.
Fair enough.
So you can create from a like clear-headed, you know what I mean? But let's just assume like this is just some extra shit. I don't super believe in ads like that, just because I think that ads only work if it's a moving train. You know, meaning like, if you have something that is organically moving and then you spend some money on it.
Correct.
Yeah. But like, you can't, believe me, I've spent far more than 10 grand on ads for a song that wasn't organically moving and it didn't make it move. No, because people didn't like the song like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So with 10 grand for a new artist, I would say put that towards visuals. I would say try to, you know, get your, like I said, song a month with visuals. And if you got 10 grand, try to get some crispy shot for a rack, you know?
Yeah.
So at least you got 10 songs with 10 visuals, right? You got 10 months figured out. Hopefully by that 10 months is up, your music is generating a little something, you know? Here's the disclaimer. The music has to be great.
Yeah.
That's the shit that like nobody, like,
people talk about your story, and they're like,
yeah, but it's like, I had resisted for years saying that. Because it feels mean. I mean, but it's like, for me, right? 99% of the time why artists are not blowing up, it's the music is not good enough. That's the harsh reality. That's just the truth.
Yeah.
And the issue is, and I get it, no artist ever thinks it's the music, you know? And I can say confidently, my first 11 projects, the music was not good enough until like Colorblind, Pink Elephant, so like project 9 and 10. Before then, it was literally not good enough. This is me saying it.
I understand where Russ coming from, bro, but I'm gonna have to do some pushback on that. I don't believe. Maybe the only way I can see that is because pretty much what I'm trying to say is I feel like the music has to be good enough for a audience, because if that was the case, if the music wasn't good enough, you wouldn't have wars like with Kendrick stands or Drake stands. Not saying they're bad artists or which side I'm on, or if I'm on the side in general, but we wouldn't have, because Kendrick fans going to be like, Drake music is not good. Now, of course, everybody knows Drake's music is good, but that's probably a bad example. Damn, can't really say that. But y'all get what I'm saying though. Okay, so like let's take like a Playboi Carti. Now I mess with Playboi Carti, so there's no diss in Playboi Carti or anything. Let's just take a Playboi Carti. His album did really good, right? He's one of the biggest artists out right now. He's one of the hottest artists out right now, talking about his music, right? And it's still people saying they don't understand it, they don't get it, they don't like it. So it's another audience. So as you saying, Playboi Carti music is not good, because clearly it is good. Because if we're going off the narrative of to get an audience, well, not necessarily to get an audience, but to pretty much make it to a certain level or to get people to like your music, period, it has to be quote unquote good, then we wouldn't have people saying Playboi Carti music isn't good or this artist's music isn't good, even though they already got gold albums, platinum albums, they're touring all over around the world, they're rich as hell. So like, what are you talking about? So that's what that's why I can't 100% agree on that. Now, I'm not saying your music shouldn't be good or I wouldn't want my music to be good. I'm just speaking of a perspective of, I feel like your music has to be, I agree and disagree, because it's like, I still feel like, yeah, your music has to be good, but to say it has to be good to everybody all around, or for you to make it to this certain level, or for you to make this much money, is fucking no. I don't believe that, because we wouldn't be having artists we have now if that was the case. I just believe your music has to be good to a certain big enough audience. That's what I believe, based off the audience. So you have to convince a audience. It don't matter what audience it is or how they look or where they're from, but it has to be an audience, a community basically of an audience that comes together and be like, we like you. Now that doesn't mean it has to be another community or another type of person. I just hope y'all get what I'm saying. So I agree, but I disagree at the same time due to the context of how he's saying it, because Russ is making it seem like he's saying that overall. Now, mind you, he can feel that way. I mean, if that's his opinion, and y'all can take his advice on that, I guess, but I just feel like it don't have to be quote unquote good. I feel like, and also too, you might have an artist that got some pushing, and they're on because of a cosign. That don't mean their music was good. Doesn't mean they just got lucky. They got a cosign. So like that's what I'm saying. It's 50-50 with that.
At the time, I thought it was. Of course, you couldn't tell me it wasn't. I thought that was the greatest shit ever. But deep down, I kind of knew.
You knew?
Yeah, because I would play like my first project, and I was, so zoomed in on it, like this is the hardest shit ever. And then I would go listen to the marathon or like Take Care, and I was like,
"What is it?
This sounds really good. This sounds a lot better than that shit." And so like, I had to just convince myself that it's all good. Like, I'm on my way though. Like, I know I'm dope. Like, just hype yourself up. But the music has to be great. And a lot of people's shit is not great. And that is the reality. And it sucks. It's a shitty thing. Like, you love music, you want to do it. But if it's not good enough, it doesn't matter how much work you're putting in. I think we got to stop with that shit. This whole like, oh, if you just work hard, you'll make it. No, you won't. It's not true. Mm-hmm. Sometimes your shit isn't good. I know people who have put out 1,000 songs and they're all ass. And so that person is not anywhere.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. They're not being real with them.
He's worked harder than me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So I think, Gary Vee has this amazing, like, it's like a random YouTube video I saw like years ago. Somebody came up to him and was like trying to be a YouTuber. And they had asked him like, I've put out 130 videos or 200 videos or whatever it was, and I'm not seeing any results. And I thought his advice to that person was so good. He said, I'm going to tell you something I'm paraphrasing. I'm going to tell you something that I don't usually tell people, but you need to switch it up. You clearly have enough product out there that has given you enough research to let you know you're doing something wrong. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And for me, it just rang so true. Like, I don't know, maybe that person just needs to make different videos, or maybe they don't need to be doing that career at all. But I know for me, when I put out 11 projects and there was no results, I knew innately that I was doing something wrong, because I really believed the music was good enough. So I was like, all right, well, I'm doing something wrong with the approach then, with the release, which is what led to the song of the week.
It was just a stepping stone for you, right? Because you have the research. But you're actually looking, it's like, okay, why? You're not trying to fool yourself.
No.
But you're sitting here being like, I know the music is good. It's not great. It's not connecting. Why?
Yeah, right.
I'm trying to figure this out.
Yeah. And I also think, we got to stop with this, like, if you don't make $1 million.
Nah, see, there again, I disagree. I don't care if I put out 1,000 videos or 1,000 songs and none of them hit. My nigga, it only takes one. Not only that, it's just not might be the time, not be the season. Now, he didn't double down on what could be wrong. Now, I won't necessarily say it's something that you're not doing wrong. I'm just saying that doesn't mean you give up, though. That's pretty much where I'm speaking about. Because it could be shit. You might need to run some ads. You might need to, you feel me, get a feature from this artist or whatever the case may be just to get you in the door. So it can be all types of reasons, but it's not specifically you're literally doing something wrong. It's just what it is. You feel me? So it's like, see, like with me, it's like to the point where, okay, I got to try out everything and I got to do everything before I be like, okay, if this is for me or if I'm quote unquote doing something wrong or whatever the case may be. Like, you feel me? That's just me though. You feel me? I don't give up just because I post a video and I get one view. I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't necessarily connect that to doing anything wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just what it was. Cause I have views. I have like one view on one video, 1,000 views on another video, 100,000 views on another video, this, that. So it'll go up and down, especially like on shorts and stuff like that. So then the content. Now, I ain't gonna lie. Back to where he was like, the music has to be good. No, I feel like your content definitely has to be good. And it don't have to be high production or anything like that. I'm not saying to that extent. I'm just saying it just has to be good content. I feel like it has to be good more in the content space than the music space by far, by 1,000% far. The content definitely has to be good. Because me listening to a song versus me watching a video or watching something, me watching something takes more work than me listening to a song, my nigga. Dead ass.
A year off your music, you're not successful. Like, bro, if you're like, it's too black and white. Artists need to be cool with, like, I'm not saying they're not, but there needs to be more information out there and more sort of reassurance that, hey, bro, you can make 70 grand in the year. And that's awesome. You made it.
Yeah.
Like, if you're paying your bills off of music,
now that's a fact.
You made it.
100%.
Simple as that.
Yeah, because y'all, mind you, I'm guilty of it too. You know what I'm saying? I'm in my 20s now, but definitely as a teenager, when I first started taking it serious, back when I was a teenager, like in my teenage years, I definitely thought you would have to be a Russ. You would have to be a Drake to make any type of money. Just to make $1, I thought that. That's not true at all. I don't know if I said it in this video, but I think I did. But you remember when I was like check the major record labels and go to their artist roster. And majority of those artists, you do not know who the hell they are. You didn't even know they were signed by Atlantic Records or whatever the case may be. With that being said, as an independent artist, you can definitely make more money than half of the damn artists that's on their label. Of course, not a Drake or any artist that's, not well known, top notch or whatever. But for the majority of the part, you definitely can. So that's what I had to learn as an independent artist too, is you can definitely make money in this. Not saying it's going to be 100,000, not saying it's going to be $1,000, not saying it's going to be 1 million, not saying it's going to be millions, but you will be able to make something as an independent artist, an upcoming artist just starting. You definitely can. And if you need any help getting that done, you need to go to my website, LetsHelpYouGrowNow.gumroad.com, and sign up for my Let's Help You Grow Now program. I can walk you through. We can get you getting money. We can get you going. You feel me? Like dead ass. So
I don't give a fuck what anyone says,
Yeah.
And I feel like that should be considered a win too.
Oh, that's a fact.
It can't just be a win if I'm charting on Billboard or if I'm like selling out shows.
Only so many spots for that.
Yeah,
man.
bro. It's like, nah, man. Like, not everyone. There's people who play basketball professionally who make 60 grand a year.
Yeah.
That's lit though.
Yeah, you're doing what you
Not
want.
everyone's gonna make 40 mil a year.
Yep.
Yep. And I know for me, like when I was,
and that's another thing too. Like, bro, y'all got to get into reality. Like, everybody's not going to be a millionaire. Everybody's not going to have the most finest wife. My nigga, look, nigga, you might just have to settle with what it is, bro. Like, for real. It might be due to circumstances, might be due to this, it don't fucking matter what the excuse is. It's just how life is, bro. You might just have to, bro. I'm sorry to tell you this, bro. You feel me? Baby, you might not find a handsome guy like me. You feel me? You might not, you feel me? You might not run past that millionaire that you feel like is gonna come save you. You feel me? Not saying he shouldn't or anything. I'm just saying, I'm just being real. Like y'all gotta, sometimes you just gotta tap into reality. Not saying you personally, but things are gonna be what it's gonna be, bro. Like it's just life. I don't know why everybody think everybody's gonna be this mega star or this millionaire. Like nigga, I even know. Shoot, I don't know for sure if I'm ever gonna be on a Drake level. Not saying I do. Not saying I know, but I don't know. But guess what? What I do know though, like Russ said, I'll be cool making $70,000 off my music. Because guess what? I don't have to worry about working a job. I still can live a great lifestyle, travel when I want. You feel me? So that's good in itself. I'll be blessed and thankful for that. Now, granted, besides that point, if you are an artist that want to make millions, you definitely should go for it for sure. I'm not telling you not to. But just to be in this delusional mind state of, well, I won't even say delusional, because being delusional all the time is not a bad thing. It's really not. I feel like if you're going for something, something like being a big artist, that's delusional in itself, but that's a good delusional, honestly. Like, so sometimes it takes you to be delusional for you to, become who you need to come and things work out how it's supposed to work out. But it's nothing wrong with wanting to make millions of dollars from your music. You could be an artist that possibly could be making millions of dollars from your music, but you haven't signed up for my program yet, so you don't know what the hell you're doing. I had to throw that in there. But no, like on a serious note, though, for real, like it's okay to think big. I'm happy you thinking big, but no, let's get to step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4 first. Let's make that $70,000 a year first. Show yourself that you can make that $70,000 a year first. Then think about being the next Russ, being the next Drake, if that's what you want. Not saying you have to, because like Russ just said, you can make $70,000 and be good. Shit, like nigga, making $70,000 a year off music, nigga, I wouldn't give a F what nobody gotta say. You can say, oh, you didn't make it to Drake level, you didn't do. I wouldn't give a F. That's just me though. Like nigga, I don't gotta worry about working a job. I can pay my bills. You feel me? I don't have to worry about this, that. So I'll be grateful, bro. Like straight up. Like, but again, if you want to think big and do big, then shit, put in that work. Because best believe, if you want to be a Russ or whatever, you want to put in a lot of work. I don't know what the hell he's saying, but don't think that shit easy. When it comes to the business side, that shit is not easy. Making the music is easy. It is what it is. Like it's easy, but nah, some of y'all can't even do that now. Y'all drop one song a fucking year. Like, it's crazy. But besides that point, man, let's get back into it.
Coming up, like, I was not ever going for that. I'm like, nah, I need to make fucking, because I had big dreams and big goals. But as I've gotten older, I just realized that, like, bro, it's not going to pan out like this for everyone. Right. But you can't feel like a loser and a failure if, like, yeah, I mean, I pay my bills off of music, but, like, I've never charted on Billboard. So, like, yeah, I'm just a failure. It's like you gotta change your metric of what success is. Mm-hmm. Like, you get to wake up and make songs and put them out and you don't have to go get a job. Like that's a win. And
because like, of course, everybody going to be like at first, and mind you, I'm just using Drake as a reference or Russ as a reference, not saying that's what you want to be or that's how big you want to be or whatever the case may be, man. I'm just using them as a reference, as an example. But it took Russ for him to get older to realize, because I see what he's saying. You feel me? So of course, when you first starting out, you want to possibly be on a Drake level and you feel like you the hottest thing ever. And you could be, but no, that's not how it's going to plan out for everybody, bro. Like that's impossible. Honestly, like the fuck, like it can't. Of course we wish it could, but it's not. Like it's just the reality of things, bro.
A situation where you're able to express yourself freely, like maybe that's a win for you too. Yeah. It can't just be this like really toxic culture of like, you don't have $1 million, you're a fucking loser. It's like, oh God, leave, man. Yeah, the material side of it. It's brutal. Yeah.
But you used to have that conversation with yourself, right?
What?
Where it's like, if I don't have the Hot 100, if I don't have the money. Man. So you're coming from experience.
Yeah, because I know what it's like to sort of, like I was talking about earlier, making a goal out of your enemy. Yeah. And desperately needing external validation to the point that all this shit that I've accomplished doesn't mean anything because of the one thing I haven't accomplished. Well, I've never had a Billboard #1 song. So really, how sick is this? Right. It's like, bro, that's like ridiculous. Or I don't have a Grammy, never even been nominated. So like, I don't know, I just kind of feel like a loser. Like, it just makes you overlook all the things you've done. It's like, that shit is just a It's a recipe for depression, man. It really is.
Yeah.
To just ignore what you've done, not be grateful for it, not be able to self-acknowledge, you know, and give yourself recognition. We used to talk about this in therapy. It's like, why, I think the question was, this was like the first session I had like years ago. It was like, why do I need the world to clap for me before I can clap for myself?
That's a bar.
You know?
Yeah.
That was a real thing I struggled with. I still do every now and then.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, I won't clap for me until the Grammys does. I won't clap for me until Billboard says, here's your number one. You know, oh, I got the number 5 album. Fuck this.
Crazy.
You know?
Yeah.
And it's like, I get it because I come from the sports background where it's like, you either won or you're a loser.
Right.
You know what I mean? But that's a really bad spot to be in.
As an artist,
it's just not fucking healthy. So the metric for my goal is progress. That's it.
Yeah. What does that look like?
For sometimes it's not even commercially, it's not even numerically. Sometimes it's like,
Right. That's why I ask. Yeah.
yeah, sometimes like it's, did I express myself in an even more authentic way this time? You know, like with this album with Wild, I'm like, this is progress for me because I was able to create an album that has the depth of like a Santiago, but it also has the freedom and versatility and liberation that If There's Really a Wolf has. You know, that's progress for me because I'm usually very black and white with how I think, and with my art and everything. And so for me, Wild is this beautiful gray area where I was able to express all my favorite sides of me as an artist. That's progress. You know? So if the album doesn't chart higher than, you know, Santiago or whatever, it's like, but I made progress artistically. I made progress as a person, you know? And especially like Billboard charts and shit like that, it's so out of your control.
That's
like,
bullshit too.
bro, you could, like, there's weeks, right, where the number 1 album that week sold 52,000.
Yeah. And it's,
you know what I mean?
number 1.
And it's number 1.
Yeah.
Then there's weeks where the number 7 album sold 52,000.
Yeah.
You just picked the wrong week.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
It's not this like guaranteed thing where if you sell this amount, you will get a number 1. Like, it depends who's fucking dropping. It depends if there's a tragedy in the world that happened on your day.
Yo, and I'm,
you know,
and you know this, but like, just keeping it a buck, man. Like, there are people who have the relationships with the folks at Billboard, and they talk to them, and they call them from the major labels, and they say, okay, so but if we put together this, that, and the third, remember they took away the bundle stuff. Yeah. And then immediately though, they started, people at the labels were calling their people at Billboard or Illuminate or whatever the hell it is.
Yeah.
Like, but what if we did it this way? Can we? No, not that way. Okay, cool. But what if we did it this way? Yeah. That's acceptable? Yeah. Off to the races. It's just not purely on the album.
No, it's all the loopholes you're trying to find.
Yeah. Which I thought was like, I thought it was insane. Yeah. That they took away.
Oh my God. The craziest shit ever because of incentivizing fans.
That's what made this
like, so marketing.
So because I marketed the project, you're taking that away from me. Right. Yeah. So it's like, I mean, it's just like a game. Essentially. It's arbitrary. Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
All right, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know y'all thoughts about that. But yeah, that's facts though. Like, bro, you don't have to ever get a Billboard, bro. You still can make 6 figures in music. I hope y'all know that, right? I'm not telling you don't get a Billboard. And not only that, y'all need to stop making fun of one-hit wonders because on the business side, I mean, yeah, it's funny, you know, because somebody's like a one-hit wonder, but think about it. If you can make 6 figures as an independent artist, imagine you just making a 1-hit song. Yeah, that's going to feed your family for the rest of your life. You're good. The song got to keep buzzing though. You know what I'm saying? People got to actually, you feel me? Because you could tour off that one song. So don't let these people, you know, whatever. All that other stuff is just propaganda. It's just, you know, what it is. You feel me? Like me as an independent artist, I don't compare myself. Of course, I think I'm better than everybody, bro. And I think you should as well. If you don't, okay, whatever. I don't give a fuck. But you definitely should feel like you're the best. But even with that, nobody can come to me and be like, Drake accomplished more than you. He's better than you. And you will never be Drake. And I don't give a fuck. Because guess what? You can't compare me and fucking Drake, nigga. We're in 2 different situations. Pause. It's just like, my nigga, I'm independent. So you can't compare me to fucking Drake. Like, so you telling me Drake sold more records than me and that doesn't hit. Like, it doesn't do anything. Like, it really don't. I don't give a fuck. Like, it just doesn't do anything. Like, I'm not gonna stop making music because I haven't made it a Drake level yet. And you don't even know if I want to. You feel me? So it's like, that's what I'm saying. Like, who gives a F? You feel me? So those type of things that people say that stuff type of you, don't worry about it. Like, you can't even compare the two. That's like comparing high school. I mean, damn, I can't even make that. But it's like a rookie coming on. Because realistically, a rookie come on, you can't really compare the two, bro. With a LeBron James. Like, it's LeBron James, bro. Like, it doesn't make any sense. But yeah, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know y'all thoughts. I'm out.
Don't you see me right now, baby girl? I'm on the grind. I ain't really got no time to waste time. Baby, I'ma shine.